Okay, I'm taking measurements. We're gonna cruise the timber. It's a year after the harvest here, and we are gonna write a forest management plan for NRCS. So we can get funding to do a couple things up here, which is gonna be maybe, you haven't made up your mind yet, John, but
I'm leaning towards it.
maybe do some fencing. Originally we thought we might fence this upper hillside here, but there's already good regen all over the place. You can see all the small oaks growing, and there's some big tops over there. It's a big mess over there, but you know, that's good bedding cover and turkey nesting cover. So explain to me about that other hill. There's two hills here.
Yeah.
With a gorge in between.
So
this side always has the deer because there's thicker understory, really.
Yeah.
Back behind me is a bunch of barberry, and there's honeysuckle, there's striped maple, and they're always up in there.
Always.
And then it gets even thicker as you go off the property. So John killed a giant buck here. What was that, 4 years ago?
Yep. Yeah, almost right where we're standing, actually.
And then 2 years ago, you got a pretty nice one too.
Yeah.
Or saw one.
Saw one.
You screwed up.
Yep.
But over there, you can see all that brown over there.
Yeah.
Is stilt grass, that light brown. So it's thick over there. And you're saying, tell me what you were saying a minute ago.
You know, I've been on this property for 30 years now, and I've only ever jumped, what do we want to call it? A group off that hill over there. They don't like being on that hill, and I can't, the only reason I can think why is because during hunting season they're pretty much surrounded by hunters, and the terrain is pretty steep, so their escape routes are pretty limited, but they don't like being over there.
But they come across it because there's a big trail that comes down the nose of that hill to go to the fields.
So you guys can't see it on video so much, but there's a big deep gut here, and right at the top of this gut, they timbered that about 10 years ago now.
It's full of barberry.
It's full of barberry, scrub oak, and stuff like that. It's real thick, so they bed down in there, and then at night they come down to the field, and that's one of the travel routes that they use. But other than that, they stay away from it. So we were talking about doing a fenced-in area. I'd rather they fence that area in over there because it doesn't limit my hunting so much. And you know, this is where the big bucks like to be.
I can tell you that if you were to fence that and kill all that invasive over there, it would probably come up with blackberries and natural regen. And then when you take the fence down, it's going to be a super bedding area.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, the deer will work their way around it, and it actually can help your hunting, because if you're standing right where we're standing, and that fence goes right up the gully there.
Yep.
And then out the property line to the other gully beyond, they'd have to work their way along this slope or down the gully.
Yeah.
They'll stay away from that fence because they don't want to be trapped by it. So that might help you out as far as hunting.
Yeah. I'm just watching. There's I'm 99% sure that's a young eagle right there. His wingspan's he's way too big for a vulture. And you'll notice eagles' wings go straight out. Vultures kind of turn.
Yeah, they have a kink in them.
Yeah. I've been seeing a lot more eagles around here. Anyway, but you got to, you know, I don't know if the NRCS will let us do that, because this is actually the area that they were looking at before. But if they will, like, I have no reservations of fencing that in. I'll do it tomorrow. bother me at all, because there's nothing over there that.
Well, we have to. The DCNR guy is the guy we need to convince.
And there's.
I wish that guy would retire and we get a younger fella in there. But.
Well, that hill. So we got our elevation, because I think elevation has something to do with the warbler stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that hill's pretty high. So I think we would be okay there, but.
Yeah, I don't know how much funding is around for that anymore. Used to be real easy to get. Everything's a little harder to get now.
Well, what's her name? I think her name was Mary that come out here. This was already approved. I just had to sign off on it.
Yeah. Well, I wrote a plan years ago for this.
Yeah.
And put a fence in. I was going to put a fence in, and then they didn't approve it. So now they're approving it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she said all I had to do was sign off on it. Remember when we met with the state forester?
Yeah.
I thought she said all I had to do was.
Yeah, but DCNR told me I had to write a plan. They won't do anything without the freaking plan, and it's not funded, so I got to do it for free, John. So go make me a sandwich at least.